A Reuben today, so it added some fat, so it's a little more rounder than it usually is. It's very round. So I'm excited to be out of the house. I now live in the valley. I moved to the valley. I used to live on the west side. I guess you don't say it. West side, that's how you say it. Now I'm in the valley, and it was 107 degrees in the valley today. Yeah, exactly. I live in hell. And I thought it was because I moved in with my fiance, but no. Yeah, now I have a new roommate. I've had roommates for many years to save money because I've been the starving artist thing. And now that I finally have a real job that pays well, now I move in with a roommate for eternity. It's so weird because it's you can't have fights anymore because it's where are you supposed to go? I got in a fight with him about, I don't know, he was in my counter space and we got all, so where did I go? I went in the bathroom and locked the door. I was like, you can't get me now. I'm 35 years old. I can't be acting like this. So we worked it out, meaning we had sex. What sucks is now, okay, I'm almost 36 and I still look good for 36, but I have gained a little weight in the last year, and anytime you gain weight and you're in the mid-age, what am I trying to say? I'm middle age now. I hate saying that. People say to you, if they haven't seen you in a while, my friend Chris hasn't seen me in a while, he's like, so you pregnant? I see a little bump. It's no, it's fat! I wish I could say it's something proud that I made, but unfortunately it's just the Reuben sitting there from 3 hours ago. So, yeah, we're engaged and we're going to be married in March. And yeah, thank you. Cheap applause break. I'll take what I can get. And we're very stingy on the money. We're trying to do a wedding in a budget under $5,000. I think it's just, for me, it's just the challenge, to try and do it. And so we're trying to skimp on everything. Most people have a cake. We're not going to have a cake. We're going to have a cupcake. Yeah. Just one. And for the entertainment, we've decided to go and basically book the same comics that we have for this show because they're free. Yes, you can do my March 7th in Orange County. We can pay you in food. I guess make that 2 cupcakes for the wedding. So, well, actually, you'll have to share it with Chris. So, we'll give you a plastic knife. Oops! Oh, he was so excited about the cupcake. He's like, "Yay! I'm a new comic, and I'm getting paid in cupcake, half." Also, we can't have a real DJ. Instead, we're having my brother, DJ Ted. What up? He's gonna show up with his ghetto blaster from the 19th. You guys remember the ghetto blaster? It's the radio with the big circles in it, and then you have the tape deck, So that means we're having the 80s theme party because that's the only cassettes he owns. So, and he will hold it on his shoulder the whole time, just be like, everybody. Wait, how does the Kool and Gang song go? Celebrate good times, come on! And then it just dies out because it hasn't been working for 20 years or so. So that's going to be our wedding. And my parents will, of course, be there. Here's what's hard about having parents that are elderly. They lose their minds, and not just getting older, they literally are losing their minds. They're crazy. Elderly people become so eccentric. It's really hard to understand them. I'll call my parents, and my mom, she can't tell a story anymore. I realize I drawn out stories, but what she'll do is she'll give you a headline, and then she'll give you 20 minutes of something that has nothing to do with the headline. For example, she calls me and she goes, "I lost my engagement ring," proceeded by 20 minutes of telling me about taking the grandkids to Henry Ford Museum. So after the 20 minutes, I'm like, "So, did you lose the ring at Henry Ford Museum?" "Oh no, we came home, and then I had dinner and put the kids in bed, and then I realized I lost the ring." "Why did you just tell me that at the beginning?" So now they think they traced it back after a week's worth, and they have decided that my 5-year-old niece stole the engagement ring. So my dad's like all CSI old folk. Like he's like interrogating my little niece. She's like 5, and he's sitting there with like a Hello Kitty flashlight. He's like, "Did you take it? Where did you put it? Is it on your Barbie's head? Did you think it was a tiara? Where is it? Where is it?" Like, this from a man who can't even remember to wear pants. You know? You don't understand. He does around my niece, but anyway. So it's like, and it's like I was scared he was gonna just start torturing her. You know, like put her in the car and like in the hot sun and leave up the windows. But no, my dad doesn't believe in torture. He's a Democrat, so instead he taxes her every time she comes to the house. Like she shows up and she's like, Granddaddy, I want a banana. That'll be $2,000 because that's how much the ring costs. $2,000. Cough it up. Granddaddy, will you tie my shoe? $2,000. $2,000. My poor niece. She'll never live this down. We don't even know if she took it. She probably swallowed it. It'll come out in her poo. I don't even know what that means. So yeah, my dad's also another crazy thing he does. He's cheap, and he, like a lot of people are cheap. I'm cheap, $5,000 wedding, thank you very much. But my dad, he won't cut his hair. He won't go and get his hair cut. He'll cut it himself because he thinks he does a good enough job. But here's what he does: he just sits in a chair and snips it without looking. And then hair just falls all over the chair, and then people come over and sit in the chair, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you guys had a cat. Where's your cat?" No, that's dad hair. That's so disgusting, disturbing. Dad. This is what's going to happen to you, Chris, when you get older. You're going to turn all old and eccentric.
I won't have any hair.
You won't have any hair. My dad will wear, like, he's decided, he's like against doing laundry because he feels it puts too much wear and tear on the clothes. Wear and tear on the clothes. The only wear and tear my dad does on his clothes is he soils his pants every now and then. It's like,